What's up guys, it's DMG here, and today we are going to be looking at the team tactics, some custom tactics that you guys can use in Ultimate Team. Now they are similar to player instructions, however, player instructions are specific to the player. Do you want your right back and left back to stay back while attacking? Do you want them to be overlapping? Do you want them to stay balanced? Do you want your center mid to be getting forward? Do you want him to stay back? Do you want him to be balanced? Do you want your striker to be central? Do you want him to be going out to the wings? You know, things like that. They're player specific to how you want that player to act kind of specifically. For custom tactic, that's how your team moves as a whole. If you move backwards, if you move forwards, anything like that, how fast they move, how often they shoot the ball, where they are when you shoot the ball, that's what custom tactics do. And if you have them set up correctly, then it can be a huge boost for your team. Now the bad thing about them is that you have to adjust them every single time you enter Ultimate Team, which can be really annoying and you can forget every now and then. But if you just set up your team tactics before you go into the game, or when you just enter Ultimate Team, then you're going to be good for the entirety of the time you're playing for that session. So what I'm going to do is show you how to set them up. So you go to Team of the Week, you're playing the Team of the Week, and you just challenge them. Doesn't matter what level you are, because you're not going to be playing them. So you go in, do the kits, do anything like that. You go to Team Management, you have your rules, your instructions, and then you have your tactics. Now I have default here, however this is my custom tactic. What it really is for default normally is like 50s all the way down. It's going to be organized for positioning, organized for all of that. It's going to be offside, trap. That's what the actual default is. But because I have this set up, because I went into Ultimate Team and did this already, it's already set up. So first I'm going to show you the four main things that are set up, kind of the four things that you can do in game that you can just do at one click of a button and you can have. If you're in game, you've probably seen these things like high pressure, counter attack, long ball possession if you're clicking around on your D-pad while you're in game. And these are team tactics. That is what they are. So high pressure, they have certain tactics there. Counterattack, certain tactics there. Long ball, possession, things like that. And just kind of take a look at this. Take a look at these four, and they have explanations on what they do and what they are. And then you kind of look at that, you kind of see how you play, and you kind of adjust your custom tactics accordingly. Okay, so these are my personal custom tactics. You can see here, there's build-up play, chance creation, and then defense. So first we're going to be talking about the build-up play, and there's three things, which are speed, passing, and positioning, and they explain it right here. Speed is the speed in which attackers are put together. So basically how fast you move up the field. That's pretty much what it is. And this can be anything from, if you have a high speed, that can be used in counterattacks. It can be used for high pressure if you have the ball and you want to go quickly, so then you catch them on the counter. There's things like that. So 0 to 33 is slow, 34 to 66 I believe is balanced, and then 67 to the highest is going to be fast. So I have it on 66, which is right before fast, because although I do like to prefer going a little bit faster than normal, if I have the ball and they have everyone back, I'm not obviously going to go that fast, because that won't really do anything for me. I do like to be a little bit patient if they have everyone back. Then passing, it's the same thing. 0 to 33 is something, 34 to 66 is something, 67 to the end is something as well. So the middle is mixed, the 67 to the end is long, and then 0 to 33 is short. So I want it to be a little bit mixed, and in fact I usually can go short passing as well. So anywhere from a little bit shorter passing, so maybe around 40 to 66 is where I like to be, kind of that mixed area, because I like to go long, I like to go short, things like that. And lastly is the positioning, and it's either organized or free form. Now for build-up play, I like to stay organized, because this is what, like it says, the movements of the players in the first 2/3 of the pitch. So your defending third and then the midfield third. It's not going to be your attacking third. This is just the defending third and the midfield third. So in this sense, I want them to stay organized. I want them to be in the positions they're supposed to be. I want them to be in that formation that I had chosen. So if it's like 4-2-3-1 or something like that, they're going to stay in that relative formation for the build-up play. Now I like that because then I know where people are going to be most of the time in the build-up play. I can count on someone being on the wing if I have someone in that formation on the wing. I can count on someone being there in the middle if anyone in that formation is supposed to be there. People will be where they're supposed to be the majority of the time when the positioning is organized. If you have it on free form, then it's just going to be not necessarily chaos or anything like that, but there's pretty much just going to be where it's just going to be more support. People are going to be supporting more people than others. So say your right mid has the ball and no one's really near them, and the closest person is the center back. The center back will leave most likely to get and support him, and that's for me. I'd rather not have that just because I'd rather not be taking center backs out of their position. Now, is that going to happen a lot of the time? No, it won't. But in that off chance it does, and I do lose the ball, that middle spot where that center back is going to be gone. So I would prefer to have him on organized, so then people at least will be back, the defense will be organized, plus I will know people will be on the attack as well. Then for chance creation, for passing specifically, it's going to be safe, mixed, or normal, and then it's going to be risky. Now I have it on 67, which is the first part of risky, and I like to just basically make those fast passes because if it does pay off, I score every single time. If I make that one pass, that is a little bit riskier, but if it happens to go through, it's a goal. So that's what I like personally. I'm not going to have it on 100 or anything like that because then people are just going to be going forward and it's going to be ridiculously risky and it's going to be either hit or miss pretty much. And if you have it on all the way up, people are going to be kind of going forward a lot more often than not. Now for crossing, I have it a little bit less because me personally, I don't like crossing the ball. That's pretty much it. Crossing is the tendency and frequency of crosses into the box. I don't cross, so I have it on lower. Now it's on normal because if the opportunity does present itself where someone is open in the box and I'm on the wing, I will cross it. But I'm not going to be doing it every single chance I get. For example, shooting, I take a lot of shots, take a lot of long shots every single chance I get that I think is a good shot that can go in or that the goalie will deflect off into someone else. I will take that shot. So that's why I have lots of shots on, because I know I will do that. Crossing, I don't cross a lot, like I said, so I have it a little bit less. I'll also mention real quick that if you have some of these higher or lower than others, that affects the positioning as well. So obviously, if you're not going to cross a lot, there's not going to be a lot of people in the box besides maybe a striker or two. But if you have it higher up than normal, there's going to be more people in the box. Same thing for shooting. If you shoot a lot, there's going to be a little bit more attackers. You're going to shoot the ball, and there's going to be more people around the goalie to basically pounce on the ball and score that goal. Now for the final thing in chance creation, which is positioning, I have it on free form, and that's because this is the final third. This is movement in the final third. So I want people getting open so they can shoot the ball and get a goal. I don't necessarily want them to be organized because in that sense, if I have a 4-2-3-1, there's only going to be like one person in the box, or there's going to be maybe two if there's the attacking mid there. If I have it on free form, people are going to be going around in different areas. There might be another attacker or two. Plus, say I have the attacking mid and it's on organized, he'll stay around the box. He won't necessarily go in and get that open space, whereas you would on freeform. Freeform for me in the final third is extremely important. This is one of the most important parts for me personally because it will allow that one person to go into the open space and shoot the goal, even if technically it's not where they're supposed to be. They will go there because it's freeform and it will allow them to score the goal. Now finally for my defense, it's pressure, aggression, team width, and the defender line. Now usually on default, the defender line is on offside trap. I would turn that off because although it's not them playing super high and not playing a really obvious offside trap, it can affect your defenders and it can get really bad. So I prefer cover, first of all, and that's one of the more important things for the defense. Now for pressure and aggression, these things seem pretty similar, and I honestly had kind of a hard time thinking what the difference was between these two. But for pressure, it's just how high up the pitch you're going to be pressuring them pretty much. And then for aggression, it's them actually trying to get the ball back. So if you have low pressure and high aggression, that means your team's going to kind of be staying back a little bit in your defensive third. And then once they have the ball in a certain area, then they're going to be attacking the ball. That's kind of more of a counter-attacking type of style. But if you have high pressure and low aggression, pretty much you're just containing the ball in their half. That's basically what it is, because although you are around them, you're not necessarily trying to get the ball. You're just kind of hoping they make a mistake. So you have high pressure because you're going up higher in the pitch. There's going to be a lot of people there, but you're not going to try to get the ball. That's what high pressure, low aggression is. For me personally, I do have pressure and aggression fairly up, a little bit higher than normal. That's because I am fairly aggressive on defense. However, I know and recognize that if someone is trying to play those 1-2s, then I will stay back a little bit more. So I obviously don't want them on like 100 or anything like that. But I do want, if the chance presents itself, I want that pressure and aggression up so I can pounce on it. Kind of not necessarily counter, but just go quickly, get the ball, and score a goal. Then finally we have team width, and it's on 50 normally, and I think it's a little too wide, and I have it on 45 personally. So if you ever see like your center backs kind of split and there's a goal that goes through, that could be why. It could be because the offside trap, first of all, and your team width. So if you're noticing that, turn down your team width, which is what I do, and it helps, and then turn off the offside trap and put that together. So that is going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. So before I end this video, I'm gonna say real quick, take a look at counterattack, high pressure, long ball possession, whatever. Take a look at these 4 things and see which one suits you the best. Obviously, high pressure and counterattack are gonna be different. Long ball possession are gonna be different. They all have certain things that are a little bit different. Now, if you have any questions about anything, let me know in the comments down below and I will answer those for you guys. But take a look at these, see which one suits you a little bit better. Try that out for a game, and then if you don't like something, adjust that custom tactic. So like I said, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been DMG. Peace. Shit. Do some shit. Do some shit! Woo! CA! There it is, with the guy on the line.